hope you're all well. I'm super excited to film this video today. I don't think there will ever come another time where I'm able to film a video called the Jimmy Choo Haul. Over the last couple of months I have been very lucky and I have been given the opportunity to splurge a bit at Jimmy Choo, and I wanted to share with you some of the lovely things that I've got. You know from obviously probably seeing some of my other videos that I'm not actually a massive shoe person, I'm more of a bag person, but Jimmy Choo to me is the absolute epitome of designer footwear. So if I'm going to save up and spend on any kind of designer footwear, then it's always going to be Jimmy Choo. So enough rambling, I will get started straight away and I'll start with the bags. So the first of which is this. Now this is called the biker bag. This is part of a collection of similar bags. This is the smaller size, they do have different sizes. Now this is a smaller size, as you can just see, it's actually not that small, it's quite useful for daytime as well, carrying stuff around. I normally say this in my videos, but I am somebody that likes to carry everything bar the kitchen sink with me in my handbags, so I don't, for daytime wear anyway, I certainly appreciate the value of a bag that's small but practical, so not too tiny so you can get things in. So anyway, this is the biker bag. They, as I said, they do have this in different sizes. This is small, the large is quite large, and that's again very handy for carrying lots of stuff around. This is actually, it's described as nude. Now it's quite a dark nude, I mean it probably looks a bit grey in this video, but it really is quite an individual colour and really useful for pairing with things, so it doesn't really clash with anything, which I like. And now it's got this beautiful chain detailing here. Again, hopefully you can see that. So there we go, so it's a flap over bag, so you've got the top flap and the chain detailing is actually attached to the zip, and then here at the base of where the strap is attached. So that's how it looks when it's folded. On the inside you've got an interior pocket here at the front, so again anything that you just want quick access to, it's useful to put in there. And then you've actually got this zipped compartment here which is the entire height of the bag, so inside, so anything that you want more secure you can put it in there. I've used this quite a bit actually, this bag. I did get it towards the end of last year, and its first proper outing was actually to the British Fashion Awards, and so I was delighted to be able to get to use it for that. And I've worn it since. We went on a trip recently to Marrakesh and I used it then because I just felt that the zipped compartment was quite secure, so it made me feel quite safe carrying it around. It's perfect for obviously daytime and evening use, and it's just a really brilliant bag. As I said before, they do do them in different sizes. They also do them in different materials, so this is leather, but they also do suede, and I know particularly at the moment they've got quite a nice brown suede bag that's the larger size out, and they've also got this I think in a silver and black. So I will put links in the information bar below if you want to go and check out their range of biker bags, but that is the first one. Now next up, now this goes against everything I've just said about wanting big bags and carrying everything with me. For the first time ever I have voluntarily gone and agreed knowingly to get a smaller bag, but it's beautiful. This is it. Now you can see the difference here. Now this is called the shadow bag, and this is the kind of blush or dusky pink colour. It's got quite a almost a pearlescent effect as well, so it's quite shiny. It's, as I said, it's rare that I ever go for a bag that's quite small because I do seem to always want to carry lots of stuff with me for whatever reason. But this is really pretty for evening and for during the day if you don't need to carry stuff with you. I've worn this a couple of times. The first time was recently when we went to see Wicked in London, and actually I found it quite almost empowering not to have lots of stuff carried around. I had to keep telling everyone, well, I can't put that in my bag, you'll have to carry it. So it worked out quite well from that point of view. But this is it, so it's, yeah, dusky pink, pearlescent, and the interior looks like this. So again, as with all Jimmy Choo bags, this wonderful, beautiful suede lining. So you've got the first compartment there, and then you've also got the zipped compartment at the front. So you can get quite a bit of stuff in actually, even though I'm saying it's quite small, you can actually get quite a lot of stuff in. And one of the things I like most about this bag is the fact that it's got this lovely metal chain. I really do. I don't know, I just think metal chains for me just make a bag, perfect for evening, just that little bit more glamorous. And this one's really nice. And It is a bit of a daft thing to say, but I find sometimes, I don't know if anyone else does with this, but certainly with some metal chains, because my hair is quite long, I find if I've got it over my shoulder, it has a tendency to get my hair caught in the chain, and it's really quite painful. And I don't tend to use those bags very often because, you know, I end up with no hair on one side of my head. But I am pleased to report that this is not one of those chains. This I've managed to wear for the entire evening, and it is not got bundles of my hair in it now. So this is the shadow bag. They do this in a variety of different colours and finishes. I quite like the delicate dusky pink because it's just not something that I own and have anything like, so I think this is really pretty. But they also obviously do it in black, and they do it in brighter pinks and brighter colours as well. So go and check that out on their site. So those are the bags. On to the shoes. Now, as I said, and as you'll know if you've watched my videos before, if you looked at my blog, I'm not a massive fan of heels. I'm a bit of a heel wimp, if I'm honest. And so I didn't see the point of going and buying lots of, I mean, Jimmy Choo do some beautiful, beautiful sandals, high-heeled sandals, and no doubt, you know, we'll see lots of them on the red carpet this award season. But for me personally, I just would never wear them properly. So I'd rather choose things that I will actually get some use out of. So on to the first pair. Now I'm going to do these in conjunction because I've actually got two pairs of the same shoe but a different finish. So these are just their Payton pumps. So they do these every season. They'll do these in a range of different prints and finishes. The first ones I actually got as part of their autumn winter collection, which are these. Now these are kind of almost kind of pewtery metal finish with a texture. Now at the bottom you can see you've got your Jimmy Choo, so if you're going to walk on the beach or somewhere or anywhere that can imprint, then that will look really cool. And then at the front you've just got this nice buckle detailing, and they're fairly simple but they're just super comfortable, and that for me is the main thing about shoes. If I'm going to be walking around in them all day, they have to be comfortable. So I tried these on first, and as I say, these were their autumn winter collection, and I really, really loved them, and they were really comfortable. So spurred on by that, excuse the rustle of tissue paper while I do this, spurred on by the fact that I really, really liked them in the pewter, I actually went and got them in the patent black leather, and this is part of their spring summer collection. So they do these, as I said, they do them in a range of different finishes and also different colours. So there was also a pair of nude Payton ones that I was quite tempted by, but I went for the black in the end. And so again, they're just really quite flattering. They make outfits, you know, if you're wearing skinny jeans, for example, and you just want a nice classic black pump just to make it look a bit smarter, then these are absolutely ideal. So those are the first two pairs of shoes. And then next up, I have these, which again, you know, yes, I'm a heel wimp, so I was not going to go into Jimmy Choo and go for their highest possible heel. But at the same time, I was also thinking, well, Jimmy Choo, this is the ideal opportunity to get a pair of classic black sandals, perfect for the evening. And so these are what I went for. These are called the Yvette sandals. Now let me get the tissue paper out in the middle, show you them properly. So this is what they look like. Now for those, you know, not familiar with how Jimmy Choo tend to create their styles, they, for the large part, certainly if it's a heeled style and it's quite a popular one, so again they bring it out season after season but change obviously the material, the finish. They have a tendency to do two heel heights. So they do a lower heel height, which is what I got here, so this is the Yvette, and then they also do the same style again but with a slightly higher heel. And they'll do this for multiple shoes. So if you're thinking, well, you know, such and such has walked down the red carpet at the Oscars this year and I absolutely loved the shoes she wore, but actually, you know, I'd cripple myself trying to walk in heels that high, then go check out their site, because the likelihood is if it's a popular style, then they will have it in a lower heel height for you as well. So anyway, back to the Yvette shoes. So these are the Yvette shoes, so really, yeah, just classic and elegant. And I think if you're going to invest in a pair of designer shoes, I'm not somebody that can be out every week spending a fortune. Despite what I'm going through here, I'm not somebody that can be out every week spending a fortune on shoes. So if I am going to invest in a pair of designer shoes, then I want them to be something that I will get plenty of wear out of. And I think a style like this, because it's so simple and so classic, you're going to wear it again and again and again. So these are what they look like. So you've got obviously the strap detail, you've got two straps here at the top, and then obviously open toe, and just nice classic design. But also I'm a big fan of shoes where, you know, there's no risk of them falling off. So I'm not particularly confident in heels, as I keep saying, and so the fact that obviously you've got the strap detailing, you know, it makes you feel very secure when you've got them on. And so those are the Yvette shoes. And then last but by no means least, although the weather, you know, it's spring yet, so we're not in good weather to wear sandals properly at this time of year, but hopefully it's not too far away. So with that in mind, although I've got no holidays at all planned this year, but you know, who needs a holiday as an excuse really? I went for these, and again, let me just take the tissue paper out. And these are called Treat, and they are a treat. These are really just slightly wedged-heeled sandals. They're in a lovely, really beautifully soft suede, and again, there you go. So you've got the strap at the top, T-bar, and slight wedge heel. As I said before, you know, they do these not only in different finishes. There was a particularly attractive pair of glittery Treat sandals that I was very tempted by, but the practical side of me said you'll get far more use out of a nice subtle pair of suede than you will do glitter, but you know, come on, glitter. And they also do this in a much higher heel as well, so if you think, well, I quite like the style but I'd want the proper wedge heel, then they do that for you as well. So I will put links to all of these wonderful shoes and bags in the information bar below, so please go and check out the Jimmy Choo site. Although if you get carried away like I have, please don't blame me, it's not my fault, it's theirs. That is it from me. As I said before, you know, this obviously is only my second video of 2013, it's very shameful, but I have got some other videos sort of in the pipeline, so hopefully I will be back again soon. In the meantime, I hope everybody is well and have a good week. Bye!